How did this happen? And why did it happen? Well, folks, it's really a culminating event because it marks nearly 400 years of cultural animosity, cultural friction, and cultural disdain between Euro-Americans and Native Americans, and the fight was always over the same thing. Land. Land. Who would occupy it? How it would be used, and who would be allowed to traverse across it. Because you see, when Euro-Americans come out west, they see huge expanses of territory, and they see grass and water and timber and minerals in the ground, particularly that yellow metal that makes the white man go crazy. And when they see all of these resources, they envision farms and towns and ranches and railroads and telegraphs and barbed wire fences, all of it driven by a near religion called manifest destiny. Manifest destiny, the belief that somehow Euro-Americans are sanctioned, they're ordained by God to spread across the continent, conquer it, subdue it, and tame it. From coast to coast, from sea to shining sea, there's just one problem with that vision. There's people already here, and they have their own vision of what life's going to be like. And I'm going to argue this, that they're the freest people on earth, because when they get horses in the early 1600s, they can go from Mexico to Canada in pursuit of huge herds of the 1,800-pound super walking Walmart store of the plains. Food, shelter, clothing, weapons, utensils, fuel, medicines, and a whole lot more. In 1840, there are 60 million buffalo on the plains. And by 1890, there's less than 500 left on the planet. When Euro-Americans come out west, they want to turn the Sioux and the Cheyenne and the Arapaho and the Blackfoot and the Crow. They want to turn them all into Christian farmers. Well, Sitting Bull's not about to bend over and scratch and claw at the ground with a hoe to try to make a living. And Crazy Horse is not going to surrender his pony and hook it up to a plow. They're hunters and they're warriors, and that's their vision. In the 1870s, the United States of America is broke, just like it is today. The stock market has tanked. The banking system has crashed. There's 20% unemployment. We have a huge deficit because we spent $1 bazillion on war, the Civil War. The country is up against the wall. Politicians are starting to get their cages rattled, rev up the economy, create jobs, open up more of the West. We need an economic stimulus package real bad, and George Custer's going to find one. George Armstrong Custer leads an expedition into the Black Hills, 1,000 soldiers. Rumors of gold had persisted for years. Custer takes along newspapermen, and you know they always tell the truth. Ultimately, gold is discovered. Quickly, reports get out. All you have to do is get to the Black Hills, walk through the grass, pick up nuggets off the top of your shoes, and go home rich. Miners and prospectors, entrepreneurs pour into the Black Hills. The town of Deadwood explodes to nearly 2,000 very quickly. Except everybody there is an illegal alien. You cannot be in the Black Hills if you're white, because the Treaty of 1868 forbids it. The Treaty of 1868 guarantees the Black Hills will belong to the Sioux until the waters no longer flow. No white people in the Black Hills. Every one of them is an illegal alien. Well, President Grant finds himself on the horns of a dilemma because he's got people pressing on him, create jobs, open up more of the West, get at that gold. So he comes up with a plan. Let's buy the Black Hills, offer $6 million. That's a lot of money in 1875. But charismatic war leader chiefs, Sitting Bull, Crazy Horse, Ice, Two Moon, Lame White Man, others, no, not for sale.